Have you ever looked at a world map and noticed how the coast of South America seems to fit perfectly against the coast of Africa? Like pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle? It's not just your imagination. This observation puzzled scientists for centuries and led to one of the most incredible discoveries in Earth's history. The story of a time when all the continents we know today were joined together as one. This is the story of Pangaea. So, rewind the clock with me. Way back, about 335 million years ago. Earth looked completely different. There were no separate continents like North America, Asia, or Australia. Instead, almost all the planet's landmass was fused into a single, colossal supercontinent called Pangaea. The name itself comes from ancient Greek, meaning all lands or all. Imagine standing in the center of this massive landmass. You could theoretically walk from modern-day Antarctica all the way to Siberia without ever crossing a major ocean. The rest of the globe was covered by a single, immense ocean known as Pan, meaning all sea. This was a world united, a single stage for the drama of life to unfold. What was it like to live on Pangaea? Well, it was a world of extremes. The sheer size of the continent created a unique and harsh climate. The vast interior of Pangaea was likely an enormous, arid desert. Think of something far bigger and drier than the Sahara today. It was so far from the ocean that rain-bearing clouds could rarely reach it. These areas would have experienced extreme temperature swings between scorching hot days and freezing cold nights. Life here would have been tough, limited to hardy plants and animals adapted to desert conditions. However, the coastal regions would have been a different story. These areas, bordering the Great Pantalassa Ocean, would have been much more hospitable. They likely experienced monsoonal climates with wet and dry seasons, similar to parts of Southeast Asia today. Here, lush forests of ferns, cycads, and early conifers would have thrived. This is where most of life on Pangaea was concentrated, and the life itself was fascinating. This was the age before the dinosaurs truly dominated. Early reptiles, amphibians, and mammal-like reptiles, called synapsids, roamed the land. Creatures like the Dimetrodon, famous for the large sail on its back, were top predators of their time. In the single, vast ocean, early forms of marine reptiles and a huge variety of fish swam, but nothing on Earth stays the same forever. Deep beneath Pangaea's crust, the planet's engine was churning. The same immense forces of plate tectonics that brought the continents together were now preparing to tear them apart. Around 175 million years ago, during the Jurassic period, the dawn of the dinosaurs' golden age, Pangaea began to crack. Magma from the Earth's mantle pushed upwards, creating massive rifts in the crust. The supercontinent first split into two smaller supercontinents, Laurasia in the north, which would eventually become North America, Europe, and Asia and Gondwana in the south, which would become South America, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, and the Indian subcontinent. This was just the beginning of the great continental breakup. Over millions of years, these landmasses continued to drift and fracture. The Atlantic Ocean began to open up, slowly pushing the Americas away from Africa and Europe. India broke away from Antarctica and embarked on a long, northward journey until it eventually collided with Asia. A collision so powerful it buckled the Earth's crust and created the mightiest mountain range on the planet, the Himalayas. This process is still happening today. The continents are constantly, slowly moving. North America and Europe are drifting apart at about the same speed your fingernails grow. So, how do we know all of this happened? Scientists have pieced together this incredible story using multiple lines of evidence. First, as we mentioned, is the jigsaw fit of the continents. But it goes deeper than just shape. Geologists have found matching rock formations and mountain ranges on continents that are now separated by vast oceans. For example, mountain ranges in the eastern United States share a similar age and structure with mountains in Scandinavia and Scotland, suggesting they were once part of the same continuous chain. Fossil evidence is another huge clue. Fossils of the same land-dwelling animals and plants from the same time period have been found on continents that are now thousands of miles apart. For instance, fossils of the land reptile Lystrosaurus have been found in Antarctica, India, and South Africa. This animal couldn't swim across an ocean, so the only logical explanation is that these lands were once connected. Similarly, Fossils of the fern Glossopteris are found across all the southern continents, proving they shared a common climate and geography. The breakup of Pangaea had profound consequences that shaped the world we live in today. As the continents drifted apart, it changed ocean currents and global climate patterns. It created new coastlines and shallow seas, offering new environments for life to evolve in. The isolation of different land masses was a crucial driver of evolution. Animals and plants that were once part of a single population became separated. On their new, isolated continental homes, they adapted to different conditions and evolved in unique directions. This is why Australia has its unique marsupials, like kangaroos and koalas. They evolves in isolation after Australia broke away from the other continents. This incredible journey of our continents, from a single landmass to the 7 we know today, shows us that our planet is not a static rock. It is a living, breathing, dynamic system. The ground beneath our feet is constantly in motion, a process that has been shaping our world for billions of years and will continue to do so for billions more. The story of Pangaea is a powerful reminder that we are all living on pieces of a once united world, a testament to the immense and relentless power of nature. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the history of our amazing planet. See you next time.